My name is Peter Neilson. I'm the Chief Executive Officer of the Kids Cancer Project. Kids Cancer Project is a foundation that supports research into childhood cancer. It all started, as I said, 25 years ago by a bus driver who stopped his bus at the old Camberdown Children's Hospital, saw a couple of kids with bald heads undergoing chemotherapy, got out of his bus and asked what was going on, and he decided to raise money. Originally it was to buy equipment for the hospital, but then he decided that the way to actually save lives is medical research. The lows would have been when Cole Reynolds, the guy who started the foundation, was because the survival rates for children with cancer were only about 40%. The highs are now, survival rates are up to 80%. That's all due to medical research, but it's also due to a lot of community support to support that research. The challenges are, like always, is engaging the community, getting resources to keep research going. Because when you look at children and cancer, the numbers aren't very large compared to adults. The interactions we have is we are very, very lucky to have a lot of community supporters. On our database, we have over 900,000 Australians who support us. That's everything from buying raffle tickets to giving us donations to swimming, running, riding. And it's all about people doing a little bit, raising awareness, raising resources to keep research going. Certainly I can tell you a little story of Oscar. He was in Queensland. He was diagnosed with neuroblastoma. Now, neuroblastoma, it appears in the abdomen, but it's actually a cancer that originates from your spinal cord. He had to go through 56 rounds of radiation therapy. He had to go through about 4 rounds of chemotherapy. The treatments last about 18 months, and they're quite horrendous. At the end of it now, he's in remission, but the treatments caused him to lose his hearing. And there also will be developmental delays in his progress. So that's one of the key things we're also looking at with the Kids Cancer Project. It's not just survival, but also the quality of survival. One of our biggest achievements so far is a program called the Gene Therapy Program at Westmead Children's Hospital. It's been 10 years worth of research, and it's just finally having children on the new treatment regime now. What it basically does is that children with brain tumours, especially very aggressive ones, there's very little the medicine can do for them. What we've been able to do is they use a virus. The virus goes in the bone marrow. It manipulates the DNA of the bone marrow to make the bone marrow resistant to chemotherapy. Now, a big issue with chemotherapy is that when a child has chemotherapy, it actually attacks the whole body and the immune system. What this does means is that we can give higher doses of chemotherapy without the child having a secondary infection. Now, the first 2 children are on this, but to be on the trial, they have to be assessed with only 8 weeks to live. Now, the first child that's been on the trial is now up to 26 weeks. We're just starting with the second trial. So, look, anything over 8 weeks is an achievement. Now, hopefully those children will be around for Christmas. Now, that gives hope to their families. And that's what we're about, is hope, is giving options where there are none. In 2 ways, by being more informed, right? Finding out the issues, and also raising money and helping us along with our cause. Just recently, like last Saturday, we had the Bondi to Bronte Swim, which Bronte Surf Lifesaving Club puts on. We're the beneficiary charity, so if you'd like to do some swimming. We also do bike rides down in Victoria. So there's a few mountain bike riding things where people sponsor us. So you just surf. Another big one is cupcakes. If people want to help us, what we do is we acknowledge their support. And I think it's a gesture of goodwill that we tell our supporters that these businesses are supporting us. So if they can help them out with their business, it's all around networking. I think the reason being is the proximity to the city and also to universities and also to hospitals. It's quite convenient location, and also from need of suppliers and other business partnerships, it's quite easy, and everything you need is in South Sydney. We rely on community support. The Chamber is one subset of the community in our local area. It gives us the opportunity to further spread our message and get more of the community engaged. I'd just like to say thank you to the whole community of South Sydney, because it's like everything, we don't exist unless there's community support. And you know, we're a national charity, but this is just one little subset of great support. We can't complain about the support we get from South Sydney. All I can ask is that more people who talk about kids' cancer and the issues around it, whether money comes to us or goes into medical research, the sooner this will get sorted.